William Tincup, and we are recording from isolved Connect in Chicago. And I have Megha on with me today. Megha, how you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you
You
doing?
are awesome. Done. Podcast over. That's it. The shortest podcast ever. Megha is awesome. So what do you do? Tell us, introduce yourself. Tell us, the audience, what you do.
Sure. So I am out of Houston, Texas, and I've been with isolved almost a year now.
Okay.
And I am the Senior Vice President of our Relationship Management team.
Right.
And what that means is my team goes in there and works with our customer base to ensure they know what they've bought from us. They understand what's coming on the roadmap, and they know everything that we can offer you,
Right.
as a customer, to make sure not only that you're getting your ROI on investment, but your vision and your goals are still being met by us.
I love that because you start with what you have. So you're in a contract. It's you've bought this, and you can see from usage what they're using and maybe what they're not using and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you go into it and just to make sure that's super important because they might have had it for 8-9 years and not know, and it might have changed, different people, this, that, and the other. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about what you have, and then get them to understand that. And that's a whole thing in and of itself, to understand what you have and to use it. Check. Then it's another thing to then say, okay, by the way, we have these other things that have been developed natively, whether or not you need them or not, as long as you know about them. Because there's nothing worse than a customer going out and buying a piece of software
Right.
that you have. I mean, and again, it's one of those deals. It's like it's already integrated, data flows, like all that stuff. Like you don't need to go buy it. It's probably even going to be cheaper.
Right.
So that's a I say consultative sale. It's really it's listening. It's active listening to
Right.
what's going on with them.
Yes.
How do you teach that with your team?
Well, so we actually look for that skill set when we're hiring.
Right.
Now, of course, you don't always get to build out your whole team from scratch.
Right.
So we actually do a ton of enablement on a daily basis. We have my team does a daily stand-up, and we do reinforcement training of active listening. We use, from a sales perspective, we use our Sandler methodology,
Yep.
which is deep-rooted in just active listening,
100%.
right? Ask one question and then shut up. And we record our calls, all of them, with customers. And so, with all the good AI technology, it summarizes how the call went. And we actually have the Sandler built into that to show us, here's where you didn't do a good job, right? So with that, plus the enablement, this team has been upskilled a ton since in the last year.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you do, when I ran sales at one point, and I realized that a lot of people just need practice.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of these things. You get on with a client or prospect or client, and it's like you all of a sudden start thinking about other stuff. You get nervous and you want to listen, but you're thinking about other stuff. And so what we would do is I'd set it up in like a conference room and just have 2 phones. I'm like, you're the customer, you're the salesperson or the relationship person, and go. And then they just pick up a phone, they're staring at each other, and it's like, go. And all the other team, the rest of the team is just standing around watching.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then they get done with a bit, and then it's just critique time.
Right.
All right, what did you think you did well? What did you think you didn't do? And then just get 2 other people, randomize the roles.
Mm-hmm.
And because you get to kind of what I called back then the universe of no's. It's more applicable in sales than it is in what you do, but it's like there is a finite universe of no's. I don't have the budget. I'm not the decision maker. It's not the right time. Blah, blah, you can map all that. And then you can map the no to a maybe. And so once you get them to maybe, then it becomes a game of, okay.
Yeah, then it's the dance, right?
It's the dance.
So what's really neat is everybody's using ChatGPT, right?
Yep.
And our enablement team, it's, role playing can be cringy. I don't enjoy it either. I've had to do it in my time.
You don't? You don't like role
Yeah,
playing?
really, I know. So what we've done is we'll role play with ChatGPT.
Oh,
and we'll give them
interesting.
the customer scenario and
Right.
say, you be the customer and then obviously that's transcribed as well. And then we can go in and coach them on that.
Oh, I
So
like that.
yeah, so it's like the next level of role playing, if you will. And it helps them a ton, right? Because you got introverted people, which I respect. I'm
Right.
introverted.
Right.
And then you've got those that are like, yeah, I'll do anything in front of everybody.
Right.
And so it's a good mix for both
Right.
types.
I would have never pegged you as an introverted person.
I get that a lot. I am.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean,
That's funny. I am too. I am too. It's forced. I'm forced myself to get out in front of people.
mhm.
But I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I mean, in my resting state, I'd rather not be around people.
There are times, right, when you want your alone time and
100%.
you've got I'm good with my group. If I know you, like I can do a group of friends, but if it's a larger group and there's small talk, it's the mental gymnastics start, right?
I can't do
So,
small talk. My
yeah, I
personality
can't
doesn't.
either.
It doesn't allow me to do small talk.
I always say my sister got all those genes. She's
Yeah.
so good at it. And
My wife's great at it.
yeah.
Like we'll go to a party and I'll just go to a corner and find a corner. I'll get a drink and I'll just watch people. And my wife she will have met every single person at the party.
It's awesome.
And I'm not that person.
Yeah.
And then I'll just wait until somebody comes to me
Right.
and they'll be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Cool. Let's talk a little bit about it. Like at that point I get comfortable.
Yeah.
But
I'm with you. I totally
walking
get it.
through the bit,
Mm.
the randomness and people talking about stuff. I don't want to talk about the weather. I got an app for that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm good.
It's insane.
I don't want to talk about sports.
I know. I'm like, how many books can I read? The last one was How to Talk to Anyone. I'm like, nope, still no.
This will help me in my job. It'll make no.
I know.
No. I'll get through chapter 1 and want to shoot somebody. Nope, that's not going to happen. That's hilarious. So what's success for y'all? Is it getting them to understand what's available to?
Sure, it is.
Right.
There's two sides of it, right? There's the isolved side of it, and then there's the customer side of it. And yes, we fully want you to know all things isolved. That's what we're here for. We're the face of isolved for you. My team is
Right.
your trusted advisor. Things, they'll take things back to product, all the things. For isolved, success is we hope that you will speak volumes of us to others, right? Because referenceability in this market, it's the golden ticket.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's true as employers, what we call referral. If you get a referral from a talent, that's gold.
Right.
I mean, that really is. In recruiting, you can't get better than that.
Right.
And in customer acquisition, it's the same thing.
Right.
It's someone that didn't know you. You didn't know them. You weren't marketing or selling into them. They heard from a friend and then they came to you.
Right. And, that takes time, right? So the whole premise of this relationship management department is building trust with your customer. And it takes months to build any relationship, right?
Right.
I'm a big Brene Brown follower, so
Yep.
I always think of the marbles in the jar, right? So we deposit a marble every time we do something right or get back to a customer or, follow through. And so one day, because it will happen, something will go sideways.
Oh, yeah. Software's not perfect.
Right.
Turns out.
And so a couple marbles come out, but you haven't destroyed the whole jar.
Right.
So that's what I teach the team is that these things take time, but you got to keep depositing. And then the second part, in addition to references, which is something that's really kind of new in the SMB mid-market space, is a multi-year renewal. The concept of a right? I mean, most companies, a lot of SaaS companies do it. We're doing it at isolved now, and customers love it because when you are in an uncertain, economic situation or times,
right.
You want to be able to forecast your budget.
100%.
And if you know what's coming with isolved for the next 3 years, you know what your contract says, not only could you budget for the new bells and whistles that we're going to come to you with, but you can budget in general for how you're going to run your company, right? So those are the two things I think. We want you to be partners for life. We really do, and we care.
So there's initial sales, field sales, etc. Then it goes, once a deal's done, then it goes into implementation. right? And then it gets kind of calibrated 6 months after or whatever, like after it gets done, then they go live. Should say that. Then once they go live, there's people on the team that have teams that go back in and make sure that everything's actually okay. And then do y'all come in at that point?
So we come in at go live. And that was
okay.
something new that I brought when I
Okay.
got here, because I said that handoff is so important
Oh, yeah.
between
The baton.
field implementation, knowing who the decision makers are, knowing who we're going to, what happened.
Chemistry.
Yeah, like what happened in
People.
implementation? Is there fallout? Like all the things, right?
And you find out it never goes, well, as studying implementations, we call it the inevitable disaster, which is not a disaster. It's always something that we thought, and then we got into it and went, okay, that didn't play out the way we thought it did.
Right.
And some of that's data, and some of it's process, and some of it's their fault, customer fault, some of it's our fault. And it doesn't matter. It's the chemistry of the team that then says, I got your back. We're good. Like you missed a meeting. Okay. And like, it's okay. And I think if you have great chemistry, if you've built great chemistry with a team, with your customers, then they're more willing and they're more forgiving. Okay. It didn't play out like, well, we said go live was going to be March 1st, March 15th, like it's 2 weeks, really?
Yeah.
In a lifetime of 90 years. Come on. It's not that big a deal. Yeah. And to some customers, it is a big deal.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
So you got to know where that is, right?
Yeah, it's a fine balance. Yeah, it
is.
Yeah. And again, so once you get to know them, you know kind of how much leeway you've got.
Right.
But I think for isolved, and something that really stood out to me that we do, that a lot of people in the industry charge for, is optimization.
That's crazy.
It is. So we'll go back in 60 days after, this. And because even within 60 days, you could have a new leader with a new vision,
acquired a new company,
plan, a new company, anything, right? And so I love that we go in there. It's part of your initial contract, and we say, okay, you're paying your people now.
Now you know
can breathe.
Now you know the bit. Okay, now what are you not using? What doesn't make sense? What reports aren't you doing? Oh, this, that, and the other
things. So
I call when I had both of them on the podcast yesterday, and I kept saying calibration. I said it's recalibration and calibration for me because it never ends. I mean, y'all do it at 60 days. That's great, but I could see that happening every 6 months.
Yeah,
going back in, especially if somebody's going through growth mode.
Right. Absolutely. I have always wanted. I would love for our initial contracts to just have that built in. It makes sense, right?
It's like it's like some of the things, like I've told people that have analytics plays, if you're selling something else, give away the analytics because that's the stuff that will keep them.
Right. I agree.
It's sticky. And so that calibration or optimization, that stuff's sticky. And to charge for it, now you're a consulting firm. And so now they look at you differently. It's like, you're not really trying to optimize me. You're trying to bill. And it's like, I don't want the customer ever to look at the clock. I don't want them to look or think about my intentions. I want them to know that my intentions are pure. I just want to make sure you're using it. Every firm uses it differently. I want to make sure you're using it to the best of your business's ability. Okay. So if we have this conversation a year from now, and we will, we'll have this conversation a year from now. What's different?
Oh, well, we will have hopefully a lot of our customers locked into these multi-years and a lot more testimonials, a lot more love for isolved, I think. Listen, truth be told, it's a fine balance between reactive and proactive. And what I can say is right now, we're probably about 50-50, right? It's a lot of customers. We're doing what we know works. Things take time.
Right.
So in a year from now, I'm really hoping that we're at 80-90% proactivity with my team. And the customers know, here's my go-to for support, here's my go-to for strategy, and here's my optimization team should I need them. So, that's my happy future state.
I like that. Who works well around you? What type of person works well around you?
People with, yeah, no, that's like,
Like, dude, really? You're going to ask me
really?
that
Like,
question?
we haven't even had drinks.
Thought we were-
I don't know. So honestly, someone,
It can't
With a-
vary. Come on now, just be honest.
with
Who
a-
works
with a
well?
growth mindset and
Yes.
who's solution oriented. I am here. I always tell my team, psychologically safe environment. You can talk to
Yeah.
me, but after 5-10 minutes of venting, I need a solution.
Right.
And I'll help you. Like I'm like, no reasonable offer refused.
We have the same mother. It's crazy. Because like I used to tell people when they'd come in the office and say, hey, this is a problem. I'd shake my head and go, a trained monkey can point out a problem.
Yeah.
I need you to come in and say, that's a problem. And here's 3 solutions. And then let's discuss them, go back and forth, and we'll pick one and then you can go away.
Right.
But don't come in and tell me there's a problem.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, I've already figured out that there's a problem. I need a solution. I gotta have a solution. My brain will break.
Right.
I go into a twitch, right? So it's like and I don't mind people venting either. So I think that's also part of humanity.
Oh, it is. We need each other.
Let that stuff go, which is great. But at a certain point, it's like, okay, enough.
Mm-hmm.
Come with a solution. So I taught my all the employees that work for me, I taught them this bit. And so it's like, first of all, door is open. That's not just BS.
Mm-hmm.
Door is open. Come in. You got an idea? Cool. Because ideas can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
I really believe that meritocracy type stuff, like an idea, anybody can have a great idea. I want to hear it. And then I'll sort through whether or not it's a great idea or not. But when someone says problems, I can't have someone just pointing out problems.
Mm-mm.
Like they think that's analysis. It's like, that's not analysis. That's observation.
Right.
Which is great.